In the pilot, which was the only thing I thought I was going to be doing, I just wanted to work with David Lynch, never expecting they'd get picked up and go to series. My character's very tiny part. She runs a sawmill, and just like Scarlett. And I have one scene where I call somebody a bitch. And there was just a sense that, you know, she was an interesting character. And then they sort of fleshed her out later on as it went to series. I was married to Jack Nance, who was just a weird kind of guy.
The character or the actor?
The character. But he is too. Was too. He was an eccentric. And my character's having an affair with Richard Beamer, who runs the hotel or owns the hotel, the big lodge in town. And I'm a conniving, smart woman who, at the end of the first season, I got it looks like I might be burning up in the sawmill with one of the other characters. And David Lynch called me at home and said that he wanted me to think about something that he wanted to do for the next season. He wanted my character to get into a disguise. Everyone in the town will think that I've died in the sawmill fire, and that I will actually sneak back into town disguised as a man. And he said, you know, what kind of man? It's going to be up to you. You can be a Mexican or a Frenchman or whatever you think would be good. And think about it and let me know. So I was just beside myself with the power of being able to pick my part like that. And I decided that I would be a Japanese businessman because I thought it would be less predictable. And I didn't think I'd do a very good French or Mexican accent without giving myself away. And I could hide myself more as a Japanese person who didn't speak English. And so that's what I did. And the fellow who was working as my assistant, who happened to be Japanese, and the brother to Mark Frost's assistant, Paula, was very helpful. Anyway, after we started to shoot, David Lynch decided that it would be good if my assistant played my assistant in the movie. And that was very good because on the set we would have these confabs. And you know, we had a new director for almost every show that we did, and I took the opportunity to play out my yearning to be Harpo Marx. I'd make a lot of trouble, pretend I didn't understand and talking fake Japanese to my assistant, who spoke real Japanese to me.
On camera or on the set?
On the set. And yes, it was terribly important to David that we not tell anyone, the crew, the cast, my family, no one, that it was me, and that we would take my name off the credits. And
so do people ask where you're going when you're going to work?
Oh, my sister was so upset she started having asthma attacks again. So I had to explain. I had to take her into my confidence.
What did you think of his original idea to have you play somebody in the first place, somebody different in the first place?
Oh, I thought it was great. I mean, who has the courage to do that? You know, it takes a lot to do that. to
And-
ask an actor to do that. Well, I'd seen all of his movies, including Eraserhead and Blue Velvet. And I just thought it would be interesting to work with him.
And at what point in the Japanese character season did people figure it out?
They were very discreet. The cast was very discreet in front of me. They were very respectful at first. It would never come very close to me. They were told to be respectful to this actor who had come over from Japan specifically for the show, who had only worked with Kurosawa. And so they were very standoffish. And then after a week or so, they'd come a little closer and take looks at me. And of course, they could see that there was very heavy makeup on me. It took 4 hours to do that. They never confronted me or told me what they were thinking. I heard later on that Peggy Lipton thought that I was Isabella Rossellini. No one ever really acknowledged it to my face, if they knew that something was up. And from the audience's point of view, a few discerning people told me afterwards that they saw my hands, and they didn't have enough in the budget to have fake hands made for me. So we didn't do anything about that.